Family and Consumer Science.
Mr. Greenland's podcast.
Let's learn facts.
Feet on the floor, back straight, never bow to your plate. Chew with your mouth closed, chew with your mouth closed. Get your elbows off the table.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Family and Consumer Science. My name's Mr.G. Today is the first week or so of school. I welcome you to Family and Consumer Science class. We're going to have a lot of fun this semester. This video right here is going to lay some groundwork of what the class is all about. This course is designed to give you the opportunity to learn skills that should become or may become part of your independence puzzle. Things in family and consumer science, such as cooking, cleaning, budgeting, shopping, self-care, home care, hospitality. There's a lot to learn, and if you could just take away from this course some of these skills, and hopefully you'll use them throughout your life as a piece of that puzzle, so you'll be successful in your lifelong endeavors and to become more independent, even right now, to be able to do a few things that will make your life easier, a little bit better, and maybe even a little more healthier. So, this is a hands-on class, meaning 50% of your grade will be coming from labs in the kitchen here in school. Also, 50% of your grade will be testing quizzes. We have about 10 of them that coincide, big word there, coincide with what you're learning that particular block of time or particular topic that we're learning. So, for instance, if we're working on breakfast items, we'll have 3 or 4 labs in breakfast, and then you will take a kind of like a wrap-up quiz. Some people are better in quizzes and tests than others. Some people are better than hands-on in working in the kitchen. So this gives both the opportunity, but you need to be here to take the quizzes. Actually, you need to be here to do the labs, which are a lot of fun, and we're pretty much going to be in the labs pretty much every day. And you need to also back it up with a little academic work, some reading, writing, all that great stuff that we should practice in every class, and you're going to practice that in Family and Consumer Science. Okay, so let's talk about cell phones for a second. Oh no, everybody's going to roll their eyes. I think cell phones are fantastic, okay? There's no question that they are a useful tool in our lives. Any information that we may need, you can find on a cell phone. But that must go along with being able to speak clearly and look somebody in the eye as you're talking to them. If I'm sitting here now talking to you, and I'm sure you've probably seen this a lot, just in day-to-day life, and you're holding your cell phone, or I'm holding my cell phone, even if I don't even have it on, if I'm just sitting here like this talking to you, you are not the most important person in this conversation. Or I would feel that I am not the most important person in this conversation if I had the cell phone on, if I was checking it every once in a while. And that's not good manners. That's not good protocol and etiquette to show that person that you're talking to that they're the most important person during that conversation. Cell phones are awesome. We're going to be using them. Hopefully you can handle the concept of we're going to use this to find recipes, watch videos about how to cook things. But at the same token, if you have nothing to do, or you think you have nothing to do in the labs, you just don't jump on your cell phone. You go help somebody else out. You clean up a little extra. You do a little bit better on your competency paper that you write every day. Okay? Cell phone. See, now you're the most important person because I have my cell phone away. Can I see it through my peripheral vision? Yeah, maybe a little. But boy, let's use our cell phones wisely. So, we're going to have a lot of fun as well as learning. I think learning and fun should go together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to listen to a song by the artist named Ricky Mapleton. And Ricky Mapleton, close friend of mine, we work together on a lot of things to try to keep the educational fun and light. So now we're going to play a song called Introduction Song. Could you just hang on for a second, please? Can you just hang on for a second, please? Thank you. So what's going to happen is, if you may want to get on a piece of paper or just listen real close, because after this 2-minute song, there's going to be another another song that I'm going to play, and it's going to be a little quiz of what was on that one set to music. And if you can't get it throughout the music, at the end of the video, the end of the song, it also is in spoken word. So if the music kind of confuses you a little bit, it shouldn't, but it might. Some people learn better with music. Some people learn better with spoken word. That's also at the end. So if we can turn this up right now, and let's play the introduction video song. Can we turn that up a little bit, please?
I'm Mr. G.
There we go.
You're in room 109 here at Goffstown High School. That's so fine. In the kitchen, we'll chef it up. Healthy meals on the table every night. We'll budget, we'll stretch it, we'll make some food. It's family and consumer. Grocery lists, we'll stick to the plan. No impulse buys, we understand. Every dollar counts, every cent we save. Smart shoppers in the game, we pay the way. We pay the way. There's 8 ounces in a cup.
8 ounces in a cup.
16 in a pound. You gotta wash your hands.
Scrub up.
Family and consumer science. Self-care we know is a must. From hygiene to health, ourselves we trust. Our mind and our body, we keep it aligned. Confidence grows in the state of mind. Living on our own, we're got the pack behind. Family and consumer science class. Career in sight. Options abound, from nutritionalists to teachers abound. Fashion, finance, hospitality too. Family and consumer science class will see it through. Education opens the door. We walk the path with skills in hand. We conquer math.
Woo!
Balancing life, work and dreams. Family and consumer science, it's more than it seems.
Oh, yeah.
Family and consumer science class, we got the skills.
Well, that was a family and consumer science introduction song. Well, why don't we do this now? Let's dive right into getting yourself a piece of paper, getting yourself something to write with. We're going to go old school. I got my old school pen. I got some paper. I want you to take that paper, and I want you to write on the upper left-hand corner, and this will be your first A++ of the semester. Right up and down on the left-hand corner, let's write your full name, first name and last name. I am Mr. G. I'm also, you could call me Mr. Greenland. Some people have called me MC Stovetop. It's kind of a funny term that some of you guys have given me over the years. But it's out of respect. Not, hey you, where's that? Mr. Greenland, could you please tell me where this is located? And I will respond by saying, thank you. It is located over here. That's awesome. Please, thank you. Nice environment. Nice way to talk to people. No, all right. Name on the top, upper left-hand corner. The date, whatever the date is that you are going to take this, and the period that you're taking the class. If you're not taking the class, if you're watching this on YouTube, well, write something down. Anyways, and on the middle of the page, first line, let's write down introduction quiz. Introduction, 4-syllable word. Now, what's going to happen is I am going to take this along with you, okay? If I can find a blank piece of paper, I'm going to write everything here. I'm going to go 1 to 12 on one side. 13 to 25 on the other side. Whoever you want to balance it out is fine. As you're going through, kind of pick up on some of the questions. There are going to be questions during the song. So if you can pick it up, kind of listen, enjoy the beats, if you would, the music, if you would, but more importantly, fun way to learn. Some people learn better with maybe a little bit of beat behind it. Okay, so let's listen to this. Let's take some notes as we're going. I may have Brendan stop this if that's not too much of a pain, but let's kind of just go through the song first. And I'm gonna be, you're gonna hear like question number 1, da 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 da, and then you will answer it from the information that was given during the introduction song that just was played. Not too complicated. Time to stretch those brain muscles out. Here we go.
Go get yourself a
You can play that, Brendan? That'd be awesome.
Paper. Put your name in
Turn that
the
up, sir.
upper left-hand corner. Under that, put today's date. Under that, the period, and number it 1 through 25.
Okay.
Number 1, what does FACS stand for?
Family
Number
Consumer
2,
Science.
what's your teacher's name? Number 3, what room is this? Number 4, what's the name of your school? Number 5, it's good to make what kind of meal?
Okay, Brandon, can we stop it right there? Okay, so that's how the song goes. There's going to be 25 of those to that kind of catchy little beat there. So let's just kind of go over it real quick. So what you heard was the first one is, what does FACS stand for? FACS. That would be Family and Consumer Science. Number 2, my name is Mr. G. Mr. Greenland, a student gave me his shirt last year. First time wearing it. Saved it all summer so it wouldn't get dirty. And here's the Mr. Greenland shirt. So that's good. This is room 109. And you're at Goffstown High School, 27 Wallace Road. And number 5 is healthy meals. Okay, so so that's how the rest of the song is going to go up to 25. So now you kind of feel the rhythm of it. We're going to start it again from the beginning, and we're going to play it all the way through. You already have the first 5, and I'm going to play along with you. Brendan, be so kind.
Get yourself a piece of
Brendan,
line
can you turn that up a little bit, please?
Put your name in the upper left-hand corner. Under that, put today's date. Under that, the period, and number it 1 through 25. Number 1, what does FACS stand for? Number 2, what's your teacher's name? Number 3, what room is this? Number 4, what's the name of your school?
Go Grizzlies!
Number 5, it's good to make what kind of meal?
Healthy.
Number 6, and still stay on a
Budget.
Number 7, what you gonna make in the kitchen?
Cooking food.
Number 8 is simply your food dollar. Number 9, when you're going to get your food, it's called going what?
Shopping.
Number 10, how many ounces are in a cup? Number 11, how many ounces are in a pound?
8 in a cup, 16 in a pound.
Number 12, you should always do what before you go in the labs? I'm talking about washing your hands. Number 13 is self-care, defined as keeping yourself looking so good. Number 14 is hygienic. Number 15 is living an independent life.
Woohoo!
Number 16 to 23. What careers are wrapped around family and consumer science? Number 24. What is your dream career? Number 25. What classes are you gonna take to get you there? Hello,
Wow.
this is Mr.
Wow.
G. Let's do a quick...
So there you go. It's 25 questions. I think, why don't we look at the ones that said, what jobs or careers are available in the family and consumer science area? There's many, many different career jobs through family and consumer science. And I believe it said 16 through 22. Name them. So here's a few. Here's a few. If you missed it from the song, you could be a nutritionalist, a sports nutritionalist. You could cook for athletes. You can cook for people. A lot of money to be made in that. I know a few friends of mine that have traveled with some professional teams cooking for players. And also you can get just a great job. There's jobs in teaching. There is jobs in fashion and fashion design. We're going to touch a little bit on fashion as far as how to make a tie, proper attire in and out of the kitchen, maybe what you should wear for an interview and during certain jobs that you're going to be doing. Another career in family and consumer science would be finance or budgeting. We all need a home budget or career budget, or there's a lot. So budgeting is big in the world of family and consumer science. Another career is in hospitality. Hospitality is not a vast career, but it's a very vast term. So hospitality would be, let's say, working in a hotel, managing a hotel, owning a restaurant, franchising a restaurant, working in a kitchen, owning the restaurant that you're working at, hotels, anything that deals with other people. You got to get your people skills together to be in hospitality, but there's a lot of money to be made in hospitality, okay? From dishwashing that's paying about $20 an hour now, to franchising or managing restaurants and hotels or working behind the desk. Lots of different trades in careers. So that should fill up those spaces. And then one of the questions we're at the end is, as you're going through your schooling or just going through life, knowing what you want to do and using the tools around you. Let's say Mr.G, when he was younger, or wanted to become a diesel mechanic. Huge opportunities. Know a lot of people in the mechanic industry. Big dollars. So during their high school years, they took diesel mechanic preparation type courses. Okay, you got to have the math down there. You got to know how to read and write to be diesel mechanic. A lot of hands-on. They probably know a lot of them went to Manchester School of Technology or some sort of tech school to get training. You need to know a little about history. So you need to be a well-rounded person with skills. But if I knew that going in, like let's say I wanted to be a lawyer, or I wanted to be a doctor or go into the medical field, in classes that this fabulous school offers, I would probably take anatomy, biology, all the things that would get me ready knowledge-wise and get a good base down for when I would become a nurse or a doctor or a nurse practitioner or anything in the medical industry. And that's huge. There's a lot of careers in medical. What I'm trying to say is using what's around you and realizing that when you're in school, this is one of the only opportunities, or this is your opportunity to get ready for when you leave high school. And you're not going to be here forever. Those 4 years or however you are is going to go flying by. And when you're done high school, or during high school, and if you're going to really enjoy high school, if you're taking classes that are going to move you forward to your career so you can live a fabulous life and make lots of money, and more importantly, even just enjoy what you're doing. I had a couple kids last year that were going into firefighting. So they took firefighting classes. I know MST offers them. Here in the school, physical fitness is huge. Okay, so enough of that. Time's going by fast. So hope you got a little bit out of that. Make sure you have that all filled in and give it to myself or have that ready to hand in for a grade. And more importantly, I hope you had fun with that. Now we're going to end the show. We'll talk about manners and place settings. I've got a little song here. just basic etiquette. How we present ourselves when we're eating in the cafeteria, eating with your family, eating on a date, just eating with people in general, and how you should be. So let's take some notes here on that paper. I think you're still gonna need that paper. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Get your elbows off the table. This ain't no horse stable, but a respectable dining room table. Feet on the floor, back straight. Never bow over your plate. Chew with your mouth closed, chew with your mouth closed, chew with your mouth closed. You hold your fork like you hold your pencil. Put your fork on the left side of the plate. The knife goes on the right side of the plate with the ridges facing in. Next to the knife, you can put the spoon, yeah. And put your glass where the point of the knife, is. Yeah. You gotta have manners. You gotta practice manners to be by my side. Wow. Hello, a quick recap about... Can you keep that going, please? When doing a proper table setting, I want you to take the piece of paper that you may be taking the other part of the quiz, or this may be an independent quiz. And I want you to make a big circle representing your plate. And as we learned, we put the fork on the left side of the plate. We put the knife on the right side of the plate with the ridges facing in. And next to the knife, we put the spoon. And now you can take your knuckle of your thumb and place that on the edge of the table. And where the tip of your thumb is where the bottom of the fork, knife, and spoon and plate could be used as some guide to where they should be placed. So they all will be going across evenly. Put your name on the top left-hand side, date and period. Go Grizzly. And a quick add-on, when you're sitting with your feet on the floor, back straight, never bowing over your plate, chewing with your mouth closed and holding that fork correctly, what you should do, best practice would say, across and then down on the motion when you are eating. Some angles. Stay classy, GHS. Another little term on that is when you are eating, while you're chewing, it's okay to put your knife, the fork on the thing, okay? You don't want to be sitting there shoveling in. No, be classy. Just if not for yourself, people around you. Okay. Now, Brendan, on the last one, not the last song we played, the introduction quiz song, at the very end of that, there is a talking part. Is there any way we can jump onto that? Would that be? Wash those hands for at least 15 to 30 seconds. So here's the answers to the quiz. The other hands. We'll be discussing those as we move forward. Number 13. 13. Self-care. Number 14. Oh, we already went through this, didn't we, Brendan? Hygienic. Okay, I'm sorry. I got a little ahead of myself. So, wrapping our introduction class up and this video up. Hand in that paper that has the place settings on it. Make sure you got the place settings on there. The same picture that you have the same paper that you have 1 through 25 on there. Okay? Boy, I really hope that you enjoyed the introduction class. We are going to be cooking pretty much every day. You're expected to show up happy. It's a happy place. Okay, ready to go. Proper attire for the class would be no overly exposed skin. Closed-toed shoes are the best option. You don't want to drop a knife and hit your toe. You don't want to burn your skin on your sides if you have exposed skin. And anything that you think may The jewelry should not be hanging down too much. You want to keep it nice and tight. Okay, your jewelry and what have you. And your hair. Okay? You got to tie your hair back. You got to keep it nice, and we don't want any food in anybody's we don't want any hair in anybody's food, because you're going to become very popular as you leave this classroom as the semester goes on with some delicious foods, and we want to make sure those foods that you're sharing with the population and yourself are made correctly with care, with no hair, but a lot of care. I care about you. You should care about you. Here we go with a fabulous semester. Family and consumer science. Once again, I'm Mr. Greenland, and I think, if my fabulous producer here, I think I must be getting close to ending this show. Brendan, what's your thoughts? 2 minutes? I'm not going to go on my phone, even though I got 2 minutes, okay? But I'm just going to say this. Glad you're here. Enjoy the class. Get as much as you can out of it. High school is fun. FACS is fun. Family and consumer science. I'm Mr. G, handing those papers. Nice job today.
Number 15.
Family and consumer science.
Mr. Greenland's podcast.